Good morning, guys. It is July 16th, 2024. We are en route to our first pickup at Boulevard American Bistro. We have to be there by 9:50. It is 9:30, and we are going to be 5 minutes late because I forgot my bag at home and we had to turn around. We were going to be 8 minutes early, but everything I need is in this bag and I need gas, so I had to turn around. Anyways though, so this catering order is the first one of the day. We do have 3 total, and I do plan to try and do some DoorDash and Uber Eats. We are going to be going 11 miles with this order. This is another large order. I think there's 92 items in this order, but this restaurant is pretty expensive, so I'm expecting the food to be not as much as yesterday. Anyways though, we are headed out there now. When we get there, I will update you on what we're picking up, and I will let you know when we get to the drop-off. I was 5 minutes late for the pickup, no big deal. I delivered no, and they were ready when I got there, so great. I'm still gonna get to the drop-off early. We are headed, like I said, it's 11 miles, so it's a little bit of a far of a ride, but our next 2 deliveries are right by our drop-off. Well, about 10 minutes within our drop-off. So it works out for me. It is a big order, but like I said, this place is pretty expensive. So the amount of food cost and the amount of food that it actually is not bad at all. So we are headed to drop off, and it appears that we're not going to have to do a setup, but I will let you know when we get there if that changes. But freaking easy. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. That catering drop off was a breeze. I just dropped off at La Bayou. It is a restaurant and bar of some sort. 6 lovely gentlemen met me at the door and helped me unload everything. There was no setup, so this was a quick and easy $110 from delivered. I'm telling you what, these orders they're sending me are fantastic. I cannot complain. I'm loving these big orders. Even if they can only send me 1 a week, I would be so delighted. But 2 in a row, back to back, is just awesome. We do have 2 more catering orders lined up. They're on the other side of the interstate where I like to be. So I turned my Uber Eats on and I'm headed over that way. There's no DoorDash window right now. Hopefully one will open up because this is a late breakfast, early lunch time. And like I said, we got about 40 minutes before we do our next pickup. But I'm so ecstatic. I love these big orders. I really hope they continue to send them to me because, honestly, these are like one and done for the day. Of course, I'm going to keep working because I like to make extra money from my extra funds of whatever I need to buy for the week or the month. But I tell you what, if you get one of these every day, $100, $700 a week, you can't beat it. Like, this is a great order. And the restaurant was, like I said, they were ready to go. No complaints. One of the bags was a little wet, but I think they just overpacked it. So we're headed to the other side of the interstate, and I will check in with y'all. All right, guys. I fully planned to Uber Eats while we waited for this next pickup, but I stopped and got the kids a donut, and this little poor old man is sitting outside the donut shop, and he is sweating his ass off. I gave him the one frozen water bottle, well, semi-frozen water bottle that I had, but it pulled my heartstrings. So we ran to the Winn-Dixie right here in Tchoupitoulas and grabbed him a cooler with some water, ice, drinks, a sandwich, fruit, and a bag of chips because you just sometimes you know when somebody is just being lazy and not working and begging, and then you know somebody who genuinely needs help, and this person genuinely looks like he needs help. So we're at Avo Taco. We have 2 orders to pick up. It's going to be a stacked, I think it's called stacked, when you pick up 2 orders at the same place and drop off at 2 locations. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to go in and grab those orders. If I have enough time, I'm going to drop the cooler off before we go to the drop off. If I don't, I'm going to swing back and drop it off after we do the 2 drops. So everything will be nice and cold for them. But yeah, so we're at Avo Taco. I'll give you all the details on these orders after. I didn't have time because it's now 11:15, which is my pickup time. So I'm going to run in and we'll talk about these orders in just a few minutes. All right, guys, our first drop off, the order is about $430 worth of food. and we are going 3.6 miles, I believe, to Camp Street. That's my first drop, and then after I do that first drop, I will let you guys know what the second drop is, because I haven't looked at it yet. I am gonna go ahead and try to stop and see if this little man is still here in front of the donut shop we were at. So I'm adding a couple, like I think a half a mile. It's like 5-minute difference, maybe an extra mile to the trip, but it's okay. We are turning to go there now, and hopefully he's still there. I'm hoping the GPS is bringing me to the right place, because I usually just drop down Magazine to find this little place. So we're headed to drop this cooler off to him, and then I will get back on the road to this drop off, because we drop offs for I think 11:45 and it is 11:27, and it's putting us there at 11:35, so we're good to go. And then my next drop off is for 12, and it's right around the corner, so no big deal. So I'm heading to this little man. I'm not going to record it because, you know, I don't know, I feel bad enough for him right now that he pulled my heartstrings to even go and buy him this stuff. And I've been blessed the last 2 days with these huge orders, so the least I can do is try to help this little man. So yeah, going to the first drop off.
Can you give me my drink?
Your drink? Yes, I'll give it to you in just a second. And then we'll head to the second drop. I'll give you the information in between the two. But both are from Avo Taco. That was our pickup. Of course, as usual, everything was good to go, ready to go. That the man there is amazing. I gotta catch his name, but he's always got everything ready to go. I'm usually the one that's running a few minutes late. But yeah, so head to this little man, and then I'll drop off and I'll check back in with y'all. All right, guys, pure chaos.
We ran out of gas. What happened?
I don't know, but we're gonna have to go home after this because my car just didn't want to turn on. All right, so pure chaos. As I was dropping off the ice chest to the old man, Easy Cater called me directly and asked me to return to the restaurant to get the drinks that the restaurant missed. And as I was going to the restaurant, they then told me not to go back to the restaurant, that the customer was refunded, but I was already at the restaurant. So got the drinks, left the restaurant. It just made me 10 minutes late to the first drop off, and now I'm gonna be almost 15 minutes late to the second drop off. Delivered that, told me that I should not have returned to the restaurant, even though Easy Cater called me directly, so I had no idea.
Oh my.
And then my car just now wouldn't start while I was literally driving. It stopped while I was driving and then it wouldn't start. What is my life? What is my life? I'm headed to the drop off. We'll be there in 3 minutes. And I think I'm gonna have to go home because my car literally just tried to shut down and not restart. So, anyways, this next drop off is also from Avo Taco. It is about a similar amount of food as the last drop off. The original mileage was listed as 3.7, but because it was a double drop, it's only about a mile away from the first drop off. So we're gonna say it was a mile. Yeah, so both of these orders are paying just about $30 to $33 each. So that will put my total today at about $160 or a little bit more. But I'm headed to the second drop off now, and I will have to see what my car is doing shortly. Alright guys, I grabbed the Uber Eats going 1.3 miles, already in the direction I'm headed in to go home, and it's paying out I think $7 or like $6 and some change, so I'm dropping that off now. I picked up at Jamaican Jerk House. I am on my way to drop off my vehicle to the shop, but I'm grabbing this Uber Eats at the Palms that is dropping off on the way out. So I'm running in to grab that now, and I'm going to drop that off, and then this will probably be the end of my video because I won't have a vehicle to do any more deliveries tonight, and I won't have a vehicle to do any tomorrow. So I won't be seeing you guys again probably till Thursday, but we will see. So, be right back. It ended up being 0.5 miles out of the way that I was already going, so 0.5 miles for $7. Good to go.